Welcome. It's Tarot Me More. It's Tarot on the Beach edition here. And Saturday. So you know that means it is Aquarius and Pisces day. And we do the singles and the couples read today. And already shuffle, we'll get a little more energy on it here. And right now we're going to do the singles read for the second week, the 8th through the 15th of April. And this is a little different. I hope a little unique kind of read. We're going to try to identify your soulmate here. And so what we're going to do is try to look at just who is the right one for you. Not your next ex-problem, ex-wife, ex-husband, but the right one that Spirit wants you to have. So we want a super single here. We want to clear the decks to let in this energy here. You know, someone asked me, how do you find a needle in a haystack? So you pray. I mean, the source guy, he can find or she can find a needle in a haystack. But so that's what we're going to do. Bring down the needle in a haystack. Clear the runway. Land them on the runway. Go pick them up in a limo. And bring this soulmate wherever you want to bring them so you can sit down and get to know them. We're going to try to do that a little bit here for the second week of April. Now it's a little different. I'll explain as we go along. We got the Hermit and the Page of Swords. It's their emotional nature. I call it the four pillars, the four aspects of a relationship. The Knight of Cups and Justice here. This is their intellectual nature. I've got the Sun in the sexual and relationship position along with the Queen of Wands. Guys, are you blushing? Because I kind of am. The Sun, I can't even imagine. I just got to say it. I mean, if they're a man, they could be well endowed. And I think I've never said this, physical beauty. They're physically going to be really beautiful because that's going to stand out. Now this is their core values and lifestyle here. The Five of Wands, King of Swords. So no nonsense type person here. I'll put some more of these because there's a crazy amount of wind here. And we'll take a look at your person, Aquarius. Yeah, let's see. Boy, look at the emotional, the Hermit and the Page of Swords. So we look too at the stories they might tell. We want to make sure this is your person as we get to know them here and what they might say to you. But they're going to be kind of reserved emotionally, so keep that in mind. Might be a little slow to open up, even to you being their soulmate and all. But I think this is someone that had one of those childhoods, like maybe they were sick or something, and they couldn't go out and play a lot with the other kids. They're going to tell you some kind of story like that. They were restricted somehow, I think. And they're very introverted, like they were probably going to say that. Like they might be putting the memes up saying, I've been in quarantine for a year because of the virus and I still don't notice any difference from my regular life, because they're that introverted, And with the Page of Swords, remember this is your person here, so it's not bad. But with the Page of Swords and the Hermit, it's like they're hiding. Not something bad. It's like fearful. They might carry a lot of fear. Yeah. That's again from that childhood thing. But it's kind of deep down. And they know themselves. They've done the work. They're not going to project on people and stuff. But they're kind of left, I think, with this core. You really get them to talk about this. They might not even be quite aware of this themselves, but it'd be like this underlying kernel or core kind of fear. And I mean, fear is not really rational. It's just an anxiety that's constantly there. And I think, too, this is a person, they're pretty calm. You'll know them that way. They're not excitable. They're not going to be too vivacious. They're not going to gush and hug you in this kind of elaborate way, like a Leo way or anything. They're going to come off kind of reserved, you know. But I can definitely see where that then comes out in their sexuality. This is what you always see with this stuff, you know. Remember, you're a person, so it's good. So this is sometimes that's where we can open up sexually, where we might have trouble in other areas, and you know, better to open one way or another. Yeah, I say it than close. So, wow, amazing wind here today. You know, I want to talk about their intellect here, but it's like they're very emotional in their thoughts. I mean, it could be just a water moon, like a Pisces moon, Aquarius or something like that. And they're very emotional. Maybe the Pisces Mercury, I mean. So very emotional, you know. And you got the Libra and Virgo card here. So they could have some of that energy too with the Knight of Cups in the intellect. I mean, they're going to be charming, you know, in a really quiet, unassuming, okay, so quiet, unassuming, modest, like genuinely modest, not fake. In fact, I think you could say there's not a fake bone in their body, okay, this person. So very genuine. And if you would say, like, this is someone who fights fair, and this is someone who thinks fair, because you got justice here. So, and when you combine it with the Knight of Cups, it's really important to them that things are not just fair but balanced. And with the intellect, that can mean just correct. With this Virgo energy here, and Libra can be, Virgo is more in the sense of correct, and Libra is more in the sense of balance. You kind of have both. So they would have a strong emotional desire to balance things, and they would be very concerned if there was inequality, and even like intellectually, like if you gave too much emphasis to something and it didn't really make sense logically, it would bug them. I think they're capable of very clear thinking too, and they're very honest too, I think, with the Knight of Cups and justice. So the sincerity, honesty, getting this Virgo energy to it as well. And then I want to skip the sex part for a minute, because it's kind of the easiest, and go to their lifestyle core values with the King of Swords and the Five of Wands. They're assertive, and they could be someone like at work, whenever they do what they do. I want to say I did this. You put on a mask, you have to. They're not really comfortable. They're more assertive at work than they are in life. Like, they're going to treat, like, if you were to go to work with them, after you get to know them, you would probably be like, oh my God, you would be like, and so what you see primarily is this kind of reserved, almost quiet, very mild-mannered person. When you go to work, you know, you might just see a lot more assertive, you know. And I think you would like it. You would like to see this part of your person. It would add something, I think, to the depth of your understanding, because it's your soulmate, you know, to understand that this person can really make a fist, you know. And in terms of lifestyle too, They want things to be their way. They don't like to compromise. So, like, if they want a certain house, they want a certain house. If they want to live in a certain neighborhood, they're going to live in that neighborhood. They're willing to fight for it if they need to. They totally get boundaries, and this may be something too with their work. Management comes to mind. This is a person that would be a great manager. They would just do this, and never look back. They could just, stresses the shit out of me. Every decision I got to read thinking that was the right one. They would just be like, do it, and just keep going, and they wouldn't waste any energy about wondering, was that the right decision? I don't know. Should I have done it that way? And primarily, they're going to make good decisions because of the way their mind is. Of course, that carries over to their core values and stuff. So with the core values too, they're going to be pretty conservative. Not real conservative, but definitely conservative in that sense of, like, they don't like surprises. They don't like different. They kind of want what they want, and that may be a response to emotionally being here. Makes them feel a bit more secure. You notice too the Page of Swords is here, and I told you that's like the fear. And over here now is the King of Swords. So it's like over time, through what they do and the way they carry themselves at work and what they do at work and how they succeed there, I think they have success. It really helps to make this fear smaller and smaller to more and more in the rear view mirror. It's just that little thing that's there inside of them. Now, sexually, I don't know. I think they would probably recognize you pretty quickly, and I think they would not be opposed to making love to you. And this could be with the Sun, Leo energy, and with the Venus and Mars. Like to look at the astrology, I would just say like a Leo Mars. I got a feeling between the Queen of Wands and the Sun, there's going to be Leo energy there. So really passionate, and kind of dominant, but not whips and chains dominant. Just they're not gonna be afraid to kiss you and take you in their arms, and there'll be like a tremendous amount of warmth. And this is another situation where I think, like, when you get behind closed doors, kind of like with work, with them, they're gonna be like just whatever reserve they have to them, whatever facade they have of calm and collect. It's like it's just going to melt, when it comes to the physical aspects. Like you're going to melt into their arms, they're going to melt into your arms. That's what I mean. And a lot of passion here. So hopefully you're down for that. This is your person, though. So let me know, guys, what you think of this. And maybe go on a dating site if there's no one around you, and find this. Some of this maybe you could find chatting, texting. I don't know, this day and age. And let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, share. Like's easy. It's good karma. All right. Thank you, Aquas. Second week of April.